Good evening, welcome back to Race Space. Monday night, Battle Circuit. Looking for the final round of the championship. Joining me, as always, for this is K9. How's it going, man?
Yeah, it's good. Good to have electricity and to be able to join.
Yeah, been struggling recently, so it's going to be a good final race. So championships up for the taking.
Yeah, it's a close one. Joff currently leading. Kenny, I think, second, and I think Volpeaks is within range. I'll double check that as we go tonight, but I'm pretty sure that's basically the title contenders.
Yeah.
And then another thing tonight that's different, we've got a couple more Janettas. Pretty much going to be almost a half-half. I think we are missing one of the usuals, which was Honor Senna. But a couple more Janettas in tonight, so that'll be cool. I'm not sure, I don't see Rock in the lobby.
Yeah, I can't see.
Oh, he's at the top. He's at the top there.
There we go.
Okay, he's hidden.
Hidden between us. We're looking past.
But I think that's everyone. And if it's not, they'd only miss a practice race. So let's go.
Yeah, 3-lap practice. I think the Janettas might help them on this long straight. I don't know whether they're going to have a slightly more top-end speed. Whether they're going to carry it.
It's going to be interesting to see. This would be one of the tracks where you would really be able to tell that. I think it's probably the longest straight of the championship. This along with maybe Red Bull Ring.
Yeah.
But even that's a bit of an uphill, so you probably wouldn't reach your full speed. This is more flat.
It's quite a circuit that might benefit. It's quite a flowing circuit. This is. You can carry your speed, and being a Janetta, the tarmac kind of setup might.
Their problem obviously is going to be if they're behind a RX light car. That's been the problem this season for them. Is when they have to be on the brake, they don't have that pull afterwards. So they need to. They need to keep the car going as quick as possible without slowing down.
We've seen a punt or two throughout the the championship, and I'm sure we'll see a couple more.
You've seen it on track from last race.
Yeah, I had a good race. I think with Tiger. That was epic race that we had.
Yeah, he's been the one to beat. So he's actually leading the Janetta class. They race together, but they are also separate classes. So he's basically won every race, I believe, in that class. One of the races he came second, was it? Like in total, between both classes. So he's really had a good season, especially towards the end.
Definitely got the feeling with the car. Palm's on the grid and he's not backwards, so that's a start.
And he's missed quite a few races this season, so it's nice to see him on, and hope he has a good run. I think he missed a few for load shedding and stuff like that. Then obviously he was on commentary with me last race. So
yeah, he won't.
Punk also near the front.
Palm won't want to know what. Palm won't want to know what I did in his seat, but we won't tell him.
We'll see how he performs now. Kenny is up into first. Ooh, good camera work there from the cameraman.
It's
Kenny's got quite a big gap there already.
Yeah, he's pulled
into second, Weston third, Joff fourth. Ooh, close. It's going to be 3 cars wide there.
There's some paint scraping there.
Yeah, ooh, big drift from Weston. That was a good drift there. But Kenny looking strong right now.
Palm fell right to the back of the grid, so whether he had we missed something.
Spin or something on the first turn.
Was that Kenny's off? Yeah.
Kenny's out. So Volpeaks up into first, Joff second. Joff will be happy about that because he's done some maths already. He said, I think he just needs to come like third in every race and he can win. Even if the other two win or something, he said. So
He's been crunching them numbers to see what he's got to do throughout the night.
Yeah, he's looking for his first championship. Joff there in his orange car. Okay, let's take a quick look at the Ginettas. So we've got Tigers in the leading Ginetta right now. That's Kenny making his way back through. So the RX Light's got quite some pace down the straight. It just overtook the Ginetta.
Yeah, it's looking strong. I think that'd be on the long gear ratio, wouldn't it, for the RX Light?
Yeah, I don't know what he does. I'm not clever enough to change my setups too much, so I would probably just leave it on the Rallycross one. But I'm sure he's done something there to get his speed up. That's Philly we're looking at right now. So he's in his first Ginetta race. He's been racing the Light so far. Palm coming through as well. Callum just behind him in that green Ginetta. He's also first race of Ginettas this season. And then at the back there we got Rock. He's just struggling there on the curbs. You've got to be really careful on those curbs. But Volpeek's currently leading. Didn't he? He won the last.
I think he dominated, didn't he?
Yeah. So he's looking to do more of the same, I'm sure.
Just looks so controlled and planted, but Whiston not too far.
Yo, it's a pity that I think Whiston missed a race or two this season, because he should have probably been up in that championship battle, but I think he's just too far off now with having missed the races. Kenny finished that one 5th after his mistake. Tiger in 6th, Palm 7th. Callum managed to get Philly there, so it's Callum, Philly, and then Rock. So Tiger, the highest of the Ginettas, in 6th. But we've seen that Tiger, he likes to work his way up as the evening goes on.
Yeah, he's put in some epic drives and kept it on track. Picked off a few and then gained from other people's mistakes, which these curbs, as you mentioned then, they can really throw you off the track, can't they?
Yeah, we've seen it very often with these. So what are we tonight? 10 people, so I don't even think you've got to scroll.
No, I just checked.
Got to scroll the names.
I checked. I can just sit back and relax tonight. That's...
Yeah, we're just missing a couple, I think some for work, some for... Sam just sent me a message. He says he might be home for the final race. And who else we're missing? Oh, Senna. Didn't get a reason for that one, but I'm sure it's something important, because it's the first time I think he's ever missed a race since joining the community, so...
Yeah, it's been solid performance. Attendance. Can't blame it on no tournament that's apparently going on at the moment. I don't know, we did hear something in the chat, but it means nothing to me.
Yeah, what's that one where they kick something around? I'm not quite sure what it is.
No, it's got no engine, so I've got no interest.
Yeah, doesn't have any wheels. Alright, so the laps increase, it goes to 9. Obviously the first one is a formation lap, because we don't have a pit, so there's no qualifying order. They have to do a manual formation. Let's get going.
Quite like the livery on Philly Roxy's car. It's actually...
That was your last season's
in the lights,
RX Light livery.
Yeah, it looks well on the Ginetta.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always cool when they have like matching ones in the different classes, but they don't do it very often in this game. It was pretty sad hearing that EA Sports closed the studio for the Project Cars games. So,
this is all we've got.
Won't be getting any more after this. It's basically Project Cars 2 until we all die, I guess.
Still plenty more in the game to to explore.
Definitely, and we might look at exploring some other things as time goes on, but this game is still good. It also sucks we're not going to get any new people, really, because you can't buy it anymore.
No. So what we're saying is anyone that's got it, the disc lying around covered in dust, get it out. Get back on here and come and race.
Yeah, and if you're not going to race, give it to someone that will. And send them our way.
Some people making a few setup changes anyway.
Yeah.
It's not just fuel.
Well, we've got a couple of guys here that have to triple check their fuel. I'd say Whiston, probably one of them.
Yeah,
He's,
Tom.
Run out a few times. Tom. At the punk.
Yeah.
Has anyone else run out? I think, didn't Joff do it once?
Joff? Yeah, I think Joff has. So he'll be double checking as the championship contender at the moment.
So we should see Peaks make his way to the front here.
Hasn't got far to go.
No. Joff coming through as well.
This is where the action's going to get heated up. Just do this formation lap, and then I think Volpeaks looks pretty comfortable.
That's wide there from Joff. He almost went into the wall. Don't want to do that on your formation lap.
See Tom just pressurising him a little bit.
Yeah, a woman did that to me in the traffic this morning. Just came into my lane like that.
Didn't they?
No, like she was warming her tyres or something.
Didn't somebody do it to you not long ago, and your car had to go into the body shop, didn't it?
Yeah, that was into the back. That was.
Looking like everyone's in formation.
Up the rear, as Callum likes to say.
He says a lot of things, does Callum? Everyone's looking revved up for this. A lot of weaving going on.
Yeah.
Sun's out, temperatures out.
Volpeaks controlling that pace there.
Slowing them right down, eh?
Yeah. They're all bunched and away they go. I'm looking forward to some turn 1 action here. It's a nice tight one.
Whiston having a look.
Up the inside.
You can just see how on them curbs how the cars just get unsettled.
Yeah.
You
can see a different line there from Joff to Whiston and Volpeaks.
I think Volpeaks being quite defensive, isn't he, into this left-hander.
Joff's through though into second. Kenny right behind them.
It's a good bunch. Five cars there.
Yeah, so it looks like the RX Light or the Olsberg is maybe a little faster down the straights than the Ginettas.
Joff just managed to save it. Then he had a big moment coming out off that curb.
His palm a bit of a drift. Got the Ginetta. That's Callum in the first Ginetta. Second Ginetta, Philly, Rock, and Tiger must have had something happen to him because he's really far back there. Not what we've become used to seeing from him, so I'm sure it was rather a mistake than his actual pace.
Joff sticking with Volpeaks, huh? He's not letting him get away.
Yeah, he's got that championship title in sight.
I suppose in his eyes there's no point actually going for the move, just stick with him and it should be enough points throughout the night. If he can...
Yeah, especially this early on in the night. He's still got a few races to go. Just wants to get some good points.
As you
Only thing
say,
with Volpeaks is we know that once he gets out front like that, sometimes he can just pull away.
yeah,
He's hard
he's.
to catch again.
I say, I just saw him in that other corner. Just use the handbrake, but no tyre smoke, all under control. Just the slightest little nip, just to get the car turned in and back on the power straight away. So he's really does feel comfortable with the car, doesn't he? Callum out there, he's
Yeah, he's doing well. You can see Philly not doing too bad there as well. He's on the back of Rock. Rock obviously has done the whole season so far on the Ginetta. This will be Philly's probably his first time ever driving the Ginetta, because I don't think he plays this game that often.
quite like the Ginetta. It's quite a planted car.
Yeah. No, they handle very well. It's one of those cars that gives you the confidence to also go for moves that some cars in the game doesn't give you. So it's a bit like similar to when we did that Race of Nations event that all other guys liked a lot with the Toyota 86. It's that kind of a car. It's just it's well planted. It's not overly fast, but sometimes those cars that are a bit slower, they make for better racing sometimes. Whiston there. So he's dropped back to Kenny as well. Kenny's up into third. Got Guttapunk catching up to Whiston.
Just having a look, showing his nose, Tom there, Guttapunk, but...
Very interesting how people take that first corner, because I would want to take it as a drift, but to be honest with you, you're probably losing speed by doing that. You want to kind of get a good angle through there.
Tom got really good run on him there,
just lost out there to Guttapunk, but holds the inside. Maybe it was just Guttapunk braking later than him.
Yeah, it did appear that way, didn't it? Because overall speed difference that he had was quite significant there, but Whiston sticking it and holding on to that position.
So can you believe this is like the final event of the championship? It went pretty quick.
Yeah, it's gone through. How many was there? 10 races in total?
No, I think it was possibly 6. Let me just check here.
Right.
Yeah, we didn't put too many this season because we wanted to finish before Christmas. So yeah, this is the 6th event.
Yeah. Just looking at them lap times in the top left, Volpeak's banging in 51.9, 52.0 by Joff, 52.4 by Kenny. So just got that little edge on him.
Still a battle between Whiston and Guttapunk seems to be where the action is right now.
Not too far off Kenny. I know he did get past them, but they're still within range.
Is Joff leading the championship so far. Still doing a good job here. He doesn't want to make any mistakes. Ooh, there we go. Guttapunk up the inside of Whiston.
Whiston tried for a switch back, but found the car of Guttapunk in the way.
Good move by Guttapunk there. Super close from these two. This is the kind of racing that a driver enjoys.
Whiston looking for that move back, and he's showing his nose.
Using all available track.
He's got him side by side.
Side. But Tom's been braking later into the next corner, so let's see if he can get him again.
He's going for
giving him
DRS. DRS move. I think. Great save there by Whiston.
Yeah, saved that one. Still super close from these two. Apologies to everyone else at the moment, but this is definitely the battle right now. The race is finished, so this is the last lap. I think Weston might just carry enough speed here to finish in fourth.
Ooh.
I almost thought Tom was going to get him, but
Yeah.
Weston holds on barely. Harmon's sixth. First of the Ginettas, Callum, so he does a good job in his first Ginetta race tonight. He did say in the chat, though, he had done some practice, which, to check, it was Callum speaking on the chat to make sure that I'd heard correctly, but
it's not very often you hear him say that, is it? But,
yeah,
it just shows a little bit of practice.
Practice pays off.
Yeah.
Tiger's managed to fight his way through those two cars, gets himself into 8th. Rock in 9th, and Philly there, he will be 10th.
Epic
Good
race.
show, though, for his first Ginetta race.
Epic race by Weston and Gutterpunk. I can see that lasting throughout the night. Them two very close on pace.
Yeah, that was really good back and forth racing. I'm pretty sure, like, even though there was a bit of contact, you can't not enjoy that.
I think it was side-by-side contact on it, door-to-door, nothing wrong with that. Even in real life, I don't think it'd even get acknowledged by any stewards.
We got some comments here. We got Below Standard Gaming, so that's Tom. Palm, he's obviously on track. We got Ashraf Charles. Ah, yes, I know him. He raced in the first season of Rally Fighters, actually. Good to see you're enjoying the stream. He says we should jump onto GT7. That must be back to what we were saying about Project Cars being closed down by EA.
Yeah, it's we'll have to venture out and see what else there is out there.
I see it is on special at the moment for Black Friday. I am sort of looking at it, but also not. I'm deciding. Also, F1 is the newest F1 is also on sale at the moment for Black Friday. So.
That's not for me. I can tell you that straight answer. It's there's not enough variety of cars in it for me.
Yeah, that's the problem with that kind of a game. I know the new GT7 game did get a rallycross track in it. They got Barcelona.
Right, okay.
Yeah, in an update that came after, because there's that one group that we keep in contact with that races there, run by a Brazilian guy, and I know they do racing on that game. They try to do like a rallycross inspired series, I'll say, because it's not exactly like rallycross, but it's a cool concept.
I was going to say, I think for ourselves, what we do, we need more than one track to run a championship, don't we? And,
yeah. We'll start a Barcelona championship. We just race that one over and over.
Can you do it backwards? Will the game let you do it backwards? Or, you know?
Probably not, but we could find a way to cheat it, maybe.
Just ignore the big warning message across your screen, you know. Yeah.
We count it manually because it won't even count the laps. Probably we will have to like count on our fingers.
See Tom just put in there as well. He's enjoyed that race.
Warming the front there for Volpeaks. But yeah, the guys are fast this season. I can imagine if I decided to jump in a race this season, I would have got left behind. The guys are super quick now in these cars.
They definitely are. It's good to see, but it's not good to be in when when you're at our sort of pace.
Yeah, I'd like to think that my commentary would improve as much as the driving gets improved by these guys, but I don't think that's the case. So Volt peaks there, claiming his lead position after winning the first Battle 1 race. So he leads for Battle 2. Joff close behind him. They like warming their tires here. Let's see if anyone's going crazy. Sometimes you get someone that wants to go crazy and then they have a crash on the formation. There's the leading Janetta, Mr. Callum.
Full lock to full lock. Must be on controller, I'd say.
Yeah, I was about to say, can you guess what he's using? Tiger, we got Rock there, and Philly at the back. Alright, let's watch them bunch up here again.
That's a good shot of them coming over that brow of that hill. Nicely formation.
Nice angle as well of all of them. Alright.
And then they put a bloody sign in the way.
Yeah. And we're not even sponsored.
I believe that's some sort of tyre brand, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. I know that they have those on like their drift liveries, a lot of the cars.
Ooh, a little bit of side by side.
There, Joff and Whiston.
So Kenny's got through on Joff. Yeah.
I was about to say Kenny managed to sneak through somewhere there on the first turn.
I think this wasn't this what Joff had been.
Joff! Big contact there.
Oh, doesn't. And again, I
think there's a lot of cars involved. I think in that one, just the cars behind hitting the slower ones that slowed down from the contact. But that's put Philly up into 5th. So he went from last to 5th on that first lap. Good worked out for him. He just needs to hold that now. He's got Tiger though behind him, who's currently leading the Janetta side of the championship.
I think the ones come out worse there was Palm and then Whiston as well. He's dropped down.
Joff actually recovered okay there. He had a lot of a huge hit, but he managed to recover it.
From bumper.
Got Palm right at the back. Let's see what his damage looks like. I can't even see his car. Yeah, there he is. He's missing lots of bumpers there, I think. Rock Whiston is also. You can see his mouth flapping there. Ooh, Callum doesn't look like his car wants to turn. So yeah, Whiston, a lot of work to do, so unfortunately he won't be having a battle like that with Tom for a while again.
No, it's got a bit of ground to make up.
But plus, how lucky was Joff? That was so close to hurting his championship a bit, but he's recovered.
Recovered and drops into that position that he had done his calculations for, hadn't he? I think he had calculated 3 third places behind Volpeaks and Kenny, and it would end up, is it 1 point?
Yeah, something like that. He worked it all out. I haven't worked it out myself, so if the maths is wrong, don't hold me accountable.
No.
But, it almost looked from that contact like he might flip. It was quite a hard one on the side of his car. So
Kenny sliding the car around a little bit, I've noticed on a few of them corners. He's
yeah, a couple of races so far he's been doing that. Big battle.
Oh!
Contact there, Philly and Tiger. Philly will be a bit upset about that one, I'm sure. Was that Tom? Yeah, that's Tom there.
Tom there, so he's...
Palm's taken that position back. Whiston back up into 4th, so he's recovered with some of that accidents going on. Palm catching up to Callum. I think Palm's going to get him there.
DRS was open on Palm there and sends it into that corner. Nicely done.
Good drive around that corner from Callum though. Holds the speed.
Oh, beautiful.
Big drift there.
Comes into shot, nice. Callum having a look up the inside.
That's why you had to use that car last race, because that's the drift car.
Yeah.
I think there's a battle going on between Kenny and it's showing the caution sign, Kenny and Joff, but it's not as close as what I would have suspected.
Callum not giving up. He's
yeah, he's doing well tonight, that Ginetta. That was a nice shot there of Kenny coming around the corner. Kenny's been drifting a little bit more lately, I think, in some of the series. There was a time where people would say Kenny doesn't drift, but I have a couple photos I've taken in the last couple seasons that say otherwise.
Them three at the moment, the gap just staying around the same, isn't it? Just
yeah, it's looking like Volpeaks is looking comfortable though. He doesn't. I wouldn't say he's gapping anyone, but he's not losing time there.
Canera car. That's Rock. Just, I think he's decided to get out of the way, let the leaders past. Oh, Joff just having a moment, coming over the...
I think he recovered it though, he had a moment on the curb. Take a look quick here at Whiston, his mouth's still flapping. Teammate Palm is up into 5th again.
I was going to say it's played out well for them. The other bit of the second phase of the contact that happened, they were towards the back, and then they worked their way up into 4th and 5th.
So Gutter Punk there. I wonder if he's got a bit of damage. He's fallen a bit of a way back there, which is not what we were seeing from him earlier when he was battling Whiston.
Yeah, his lap time is 56, so he was in the 52s, I think, before in the previous race.
And then Tiger also just the leaders are coming through there on Tiger already. So Tiger just struggling here. Probably also some damage he picked up in that contact. Not the form we've seen the last few races.
No, just struggling on this track, and I think been involved in a little bit of contact. Volpeak's looking pretty clean. Kenny's car looks nice in the sunshine. It's got a nice nice shine to it. I think he's been polishing it.
Joff fell back there though quite a bit towards the end on the last couple laps. I wonder what was happening there. Whiston, I mean, for Whiston and Palm, they just going to go, I guess, for an event win. I mean, that's still quite a big deal to get an event win. So 4th and 5th isn't too bad of a position for them to start. They could still potentially work their way up. Who else here? Callum coming through. Oof, almost made contact with that. That's Palm.
Just got Palm, yeah.
Snuck in front of Palm there. Got the Punk finishing there 7th. We got Philly 8th. Tiger's already finished, I think, a lap down. Same with Rock. So Volpeak's looking like the man to beat.
Oh, them top 3 contenders all dropping into the 51s at some point throughout the race.
Yeah, I think now that the laps are going to increase as well, we're going to see very close racing, because I think, I mean, you raced the long race last week. Does it have an effect on your tyres and stuff? obviously you got to manage your fuel a bit if you put the wrong amount of fuel.
Wrong person to ask, mate. I'd already hit the wall by that point and had big shock of damage. So, yeah, a longer race does make it harder. But, yeah,
I have to say that was the most impressive wall hit I've seen in any championship. I think you definitely carried a lot of speed through the litter or whatever it's called.
I think I bounced as soon as I hit it and didn't stop, didn't land until I hit the wall.
Because that wall was quite a way out from the track, so that was a lot of speed.
If you're gonna do it properly. That's what I say. But,
yeah, it's the best way. Alright. Time for the battle final. This is the final race for this season.
12 laps. Sun's out as well. Temperature I'm sure it's quite hot out there this time of year. As you say, tyre wear could play into it now.
It's a very tall tower. I mean, you can see Snetterton from that tower. How many floors is that tower? That's easily 12 or 13 floors.
Is it necessary? Is it, you know?
What do they do with that tower? Parachuting?
That's where they have the checkered flag up there. Nobody knows that they finished the race.
No one knows that the race is over. The loser has to walk the plank off of there. So Volpeaks hasn't got far to go. He's right up front where he needs to be.
Kenny is in the 3rd place. So
yeah,
just going to move up alongside Volpeaks. I think that's Joff just behind him as well. Yeah.
Falcon is actually in the front, as you can see.
Yep, other tyre brands are available.
Yeah. Let's take a look at what it looks like here with Callum. There, that's what it looks like at the back.
So everyone's putting in a lot of fuel, aren't they? You got Dusty, he's up on the right, you see the blue gazebo? He's
yeah, he's
spectating. Yeah.
He came all the way from Leaden Hill just to be here.
Callum's revving it like it's a flat out start.
Yeah, and they're off. Good start from Callum, making up a couple positions there, even though it's a formation.
It's the fastest I've ever seen him start.
It's good to see nobody jumping the start though. I think we had a couple jump starts in New Zealand, which sucks because it's a formation lap. There's no reason to jump the start. Callum weaving, you better be careful there. Full lock left, full lock right. You know what it must be like in that Ginetta, but he won't be racing cockpit, I don't think, but it must be like when you're stuck in traffic behind like a 4x4 or something. You can't see in front of you. Take a quick look, maybe we can see it though.
They do sit low.
There you go. That's how low you're sitting in a Ginetta.
Just shows how low they are, because them Malmsberg's based on a Fiesta, aren't they? So, and they're not exactly big.
No.
Is that Joff looking for a move, I reckon, up the inside of Kenny?
I think he got it. He stuck it there. Whiston also.
Is that Whiston, yeah?
Catch up. I think Volpeaks goes across there. Is it to stop the guys behind him getting his draft as well?
Could be, couldn't it? And Joff, he's gonna go. He's having a look. He's gonna send it. He is.
Outside. I think he's gonna get it.
3 abreast.
Oof, Kenny's gonna sneak up the inside though. There he goes. Drop around the outside.
Oh, Volpeaks got fired. Yeah, got fired off.
Oh. So Joff currently leading right now. After some chaos there, Volpeaks down into 8th. That hurts.
Who else is there? Whiston as well. He's up there, and Palm.
Yeah, Palm not too far off. Doing a bit better than he's done some of the other races. Maybe just getting to grips now with the track and the car. Gatterpunk not too far off either. We got Callum still leading the Ginettas, Rock second in the Ginetta class, Volpeaks there, you can see damage to the front. And I mean, he was in front, so who would have he hit there? Maybe a wall.
Yeah, whether he just got a clip on the back end. And...
It could have been if Joff sent it around and maybe clipped the front off of the car. Billy there. And Tiger still struggling.
I say, didn't catch what happened to Tiger, but he's what 40 seconds down already on lap 4. But Joff will be happy with this at the front at the moment, wouldn't he? He'd be looking to.
Yeah, that's exactly what he needs. It'd be nice for him to get a win as he wins the championship too. But if anyone can stop him, it's that man behind him.
He does put an added pressure in your rearview mirror.
Also, to be honest with you, this whole season I've been thinking red is a bit of an intimidating colour. Then you put Kenny in it too. You got to look in your mirrors and check a red car behind you. You know it's Kenny.
Red cars are fast. We all know that.
Yeah. Red might be fast, but orange seems to be faster this season with points.
You could almost say it's gold. Maybe we'd have to say it's a gold one if he does clinch this championship. Kenny looking to just close that little bit of a gap. He's starting to apply a little bit more pressure now. Slightly faster lap time on the previous lap, matching it pretty much identical this time.
Yeah, and we know Kenny tends to be able to manage his cars quite well throughout a long race.
Yeah, I think he's tucked into that slipstream now.
Got another battle there of Gatterpunk and Palm.
So Palm having a lot better race. Yeah, so far.
Big drift there. Kenny all over the back of Joff. They're coming up on some back markers too. That might have an effect slightly on their speed right now.
You see Joff just sliding the car and stuff, and as I say, ooh, Kenny's having a look now.
There he goes. Oof, Joff cuts him off there.
So Joff just working his tyres a little bit harder at this point of the race, I'd say. He was sliding a little bit more. Kenny seems to be pretty planted.
Yeah, we're just over halfway, really.
See Joff sliding it in. Oh, both
Kenny
run a little bit
carrying
wide.
speed. Joff, I think, doing a lot of defensive driving here as well. He's just blocking Kenny in certain areas. Palm and Gutterpunk swapping positions there, side by side. I'm expecting a big drift from Palm there. Oh, the cameraman doesn't want us to see it. Great camera work, drunken cameraman. Also a battle going on here at the back with Rock and Philly. Good job from Philly there in his first Ginetta night.
Yeah, seem very evenly matched on pace, doesn't they? And Rock just having a look up the inside, backside of it. Philly run wide, so he's going to lose a little bit of speed down this straight. Ooh!
Oh, into the wall they go. Oh, that hurt.
No front end left on that one.
Back to the battle up front with Kenny and Joff. Ooh, they hit that bonnet there of the Ginetta that was lying on the track. You can see their Palm lost out to Gutterpunk, so Gutterpunk in third. Good job from him after his previous races. He had a bit of work to do at the start of this one. And he's still all over the back of Joff, but he just can't seem to find a way through. Also, Volpeaks has worked his way back up into 6th, so obviously a big crash happened, so it's a good job to get himself back up there.
Laps are ticking away now, so whether Kenny's going to just build his momentum for the last lap attack, but
he's looking.
It looks side by side
he might
now.
Get it, yeah. I think he's going to get it.
Yep.
I think he's going to get it.
He's going to have the outside for this one.
Outside.
Ooh, he has.
Oh, he got it. He's taken first. Great job from Kenny there. So he steals first there from Joff with 3 laps to go. Now he's just got to keep it calm. Gutterpunk, I think, still battling with Palm there. Palm catching up again. The third isn't guaranteed right now. Still battle to see who makes it onto the podium there. Weston's car not looking like it's got any damage, but he must have been involved as well somehow at the start, because he also dropped a little of a way back. We haven't seen much of him. All peaks there. I think he's probably got damage. He's running some funny lines.
Yeah, I can see on his car a lot of scrape marks and scuff marks, and he's not setting the lap times that he had been in the previous races. Not too far away, but
Joff looks like he's falling back a bit from Kenny.
I'll say sliding a lot more now, Joff. I wonder if it's the tyre temps have come up.
Yeah.
Where Kenny had been keeping it a lot more smooth.
But if Joff's maths calculations are right, then he should still be able to take this championship if they finish like this. which is interesting because Kenny's actually last season's champion, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a battle right now for the event win by the last season's champion and the potential this season champion.
Geoff trying everything there, I think. He's definitely doing a little bit later braking down the main straight.
The two champions being commentated by the Scotch champion.
I think Kenny wins that. Geoff's
Geoff goes
happy.
backwards, he's happy. Palm got back into third, eh? So he'll finish third. Closely followed by Gatapunk. Weston will finish fifth. Volpeaks, a bit of drama at the start, put him in sixth. Callum looks like he'll be the first of the Janettas tonight, so great job from him.
He's had a solid night in that Janetta.
Yeah, not bad at all. So he'll finish seventh. Philly finishes eighth, so they're the two new Janetta guys tonight. Rock will finish ninth, and Tiger, I don't know, maybe this track just not agreeing with him, down in 10th. He's the only man, though, to finish on a podium with the Janetta this season, so he's done a great job all season.
Well, congrats to Kenny, and Geoff, we should say, is championship winner.
Yeah.
Unconfirmed
Great
at the
job.
moment, you know. It's,
Yeah, we're confirmed by Geoff's maths. But, well,
that's a bit biased, isn't it, really? We can't really go...
we'll look into it and confirm it with everyone in the chat. But, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I see we got another person there, AO4, I don't know who they are, asking sim question mark. Don't know what that means. If you're asking what sim, it's Project Cars, and we're on PS4. But if you're asking, is it a sim or is it real life? It's a sim. And, yeah, thanks for the people watching. Thanks for the people that raced, and it's been a great championship, and we look forward to putting on something soon again. We've obviously got one more round of the Rally Fighters, which is a favorite in the community as well. That is on Monday next week, and that's also, it's going to be a close championship. Off the top of my head, I know Berries is doing well this season. Who else was up there? Can you remember?
Off the top of my head, there's Volpeaks, isn't there? And Kenny. Dusty.
Yeah, Kenny's definitely up there. I don't know, Dusty.
I think the top five are the ones that we've just kind of mentioned, and Geoff as well. Obviously, teammate with Berries, so I think they're strong in the teams championship as well. I think they're leading.
I know Berries hasn't really had a win or anything, but he's definitely up high. So he's definitely looking, I think, to try and get a season win. I think he's been trying for a while. He's in a good position, and obviously Kenny, the usual, in a Mercedes no less. How he's doing that, I'll never know. But, yeah.
Yep.
So join us Monday, same time, if you want to check the Rallycross, and that will be at Dirtfish, which is always an interesting one. You remember a few seasons ago when somebody was on their roof on the exit of the tunnel?
Yeah, the whole race, the whole final, wasn't it? Not one of us ate him. It's,
yeah, it was perfect. We even, I think it was T. Kebe and myself, we went 2 cars wide through that little gap and still didn't hit that car. So, but that track always throws up some interesting racing, so you don't want to miss out. Give it a watch or give it a race if you have the game. we'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching. Cheers and good night.
Cheers, man.